So Mike Chang is a fitness guy. I grew up watching him, first started getting on YouTube for many years now. So he built up a big business and then disappeared.
Yes, I remember that.
And then now he's back.
Oh.
So he has a lot of enlightenment of things that he's learned in life.
Okay.
So he's about, I would guess, probably late 30s. So he's kind of hit his midlife crisis early. So he comes back with long hair and a lot of answers. So it's a lot of the same stuff that we see time and time again.
Yeah.
You have the organized guy coming back, realizing, hey guys, you know what? When I figured it out.
Let me guess. Wait. Live in the moment.
There you go. There you go. So with the tidal wave, somebody who's really controlling, they're not really aware of it. Now they're
right.
So let me just kind of define some terms here. The organizing, Savior, NI, or SI, no matter where you have it, first, second, or third. The answers are found by going over the known facts and concepts, then gathering the new facts.
Let me go to the same book again.
Right, so you get that fear of the new. Because the fear of the new is like, I've got all my Lego blocks built up, and if you bring in new blocks, what if
I'm going to have to redo all of my... See, the thing with the OIs is they're builders. They build. They want to build and then never have to go over the building process.
Right. A lot of organizers, they're not aware of what they're building. Like, well, I don't organize my kitchen. So,
Or I'm a failure because my kitchen isn't organized.
Yeah. So the Savior gather is the other way of like, the answers are found by gathering in new facts or concepts and then organizing those later.
Right.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Right.
Or I really want to do it. Or you don't even know how much I do it.
Right. Or I'm a failure if I don't go learn every single possible system, every single possible information there is to learn.
So really what you got to track is not so much the definition of the terms. Those aren't so hard. It's the saviors and demon spikes. So watch Mike Chang here.
Okay.
You'll see him describing his many years of savior organized and then the realization of the demon.
So over the last few years, I started saying yes as often as I could. And my world just opened up like crazy. I started to learn new things. I started to meet new people. I started going to all these different places, and my perspective just started to increase like crazy. I used to say no to so many things. And I thought about it as like, wow, I'm just saying no to things, and this way I can say yes to only the things that I want. And while that makes a lot of logical sense, it does, and it's great for business, but I started to find that my life started becoming very, very expectant. Started becoming very, very routine.
No, by the way, like, I don't know him.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't know us.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't follow our work.
Yes.
He's not into personality. He's just saying what he's discovering.
I've created a routine because everything was knowable.
Yeah. And then they talk about, I wanted to gather, I just didn't.
And that I wasn't getting surprised anymore. There wasn't this excitement. And the weird thing about it was I actually wanted to try so many new things in my life. And just like many of you guys, they have like a bucket list. I want to try this stuff, I want to go to this place, do all these things.
Want to.
But then you ever think like, we've been wanting these things for a long time, but how come it doesn't happen? Like, how come we haven't ever tried it? I mean, is it time? Is it money? Is it lack of opportunity? And I find that in reality, it's none of those things. That's not the reason why we haven't checked off the list of things that we could have done, and really start to live. The reason why comes down to what we're talking about. Not saying yes to things, because naturally we people have this fear of the unknown.
The natural fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
The natural fear of, I got my little Lego blocks built up. What's this new thing going to do? I don't want to go out next Friday night and do that thing. I don't know what'll happen.
Totally.
We feel so comfortable with things that we're familiar with because we know what to expect. We know what to do if something happens because we've done it before. But the things we haven't done before, we don't know what to expect. We don't know how it's going to feel. Anything could happen. And a lot of times, personally, even for myself, I used to go ahead and find myself coming up with negative what-if scenarios. Right. And they're legitimate. I'm like, oh, well, if something goes wrong, this could happen, this could happen, this could happen. Nah, I don't think I'm going to even try it.
That's the NI.
Possible. So that's looking at possibilities, abstract. It didn't happen. It could happen.
And everybody does that.
I know.
Okay? It's that he's recognizing that his life has been destroyed and limited by overdoing that.
Yes.
Not that you did that once or twice one time.
I know.
Is that your life's defining problem.
In reality, are those things going to happen? There's a chance. But if you look at it statistically, not really. Most people don't experience those things. But there's a chance, and that chance causes me not to try.
There you go.
Okay, so that statistically thing, that's actual sensory. Well, if you actually look at the sensory, if you actually look at the statistics, which would be weird to do that if you're savior intuition.
Right.
And then he throws up this statistic.
Yeah.
That's awkward energy too, by the way. Demon state, let me throw up a random statistic that's rolling over my face.
Right. That's the discovery. That's the demon spike.
Yes, right.
Really the thing to look for is where's the blame energy?
Ooh.
He's going, I feel safe by the known.
Yes.
It's been very funny to get to know know a lot of people and to see the OEs of how they get so freaked out and frustrated. Like we've had some friends over lately, and like one was organize and one was gather.
Oh yeah.
And so we were like out in the yard working on this sprinkler system thing that I have up on the roof to cool the house down. It's a whole great. You gotta see it sometime. Anyways, it's like all these like little zip ties, right?
Oh yeah.
And like this thing is like 40 feet long, and I had one the organizer cutting on this end and the gather guy cutting on this end.
Yeah.
And so one guy cuts all of the little zip tie things all the same length.
Exactly the same.
The other guy cuts them all different lengths. Because it's just like the more it's routine, the more it's like, I think we got to try a different tool.
I think it's wrong.
Yeah, I'll cut this one this way, that way. It's just like the gather cannot stop.
Oh yeah.
Trying something new.
Yeah, I watch my brain like wanting to throw out stuff if it's repetitive. It's honestly really inspiring. So I know we're kicking his ass for being an OI and like, look what I discovered, but like that would be the thing that all of us could hope for, you know.
Now back to kicking his ass. He's done some really good low SE footage, which I was able to dig around and find.
Right.
Yes, we are.